What is up, you guys? Orlando here with Elisha Record Studio. Another tutorial for you guys today. And last week we were recording a lot, and today I'm pretty excited because I have something to show you guys that it's pretty cool, and we did it using this. So let's see what's up for today's tutorial. Let's do it. And remember, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. You know the drill. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any other video from us. And last week we were recording a lot, especially with that TicTac, which my daughter took away, and I think my wife disappeared for some reason. You know, you saw it last week, right? And I recorded a lot of sounds with that thing. And as you can see here, I have a lot of the beat already done, and I'm gonna explain everything to you so you can follow the same process basically. So I just recorded with my phone last week that TicTac sound, and I went ahead and placed that audio on this little bad boy here, Groove Agent SE5. And the way to do that is super simple. If I were to do that right now, I'm gonna add a new track right now really quick. So I'm gonna add a Groove Agent track, super simple like this. So you just go ahead and drag that audio, the full audio file, to one of the paths here on Groove Agent. And what you do after that is you go to slice here, this little thing says slice, and then create slices. Once you do that, you have already that instrument. As you can see there. As you can see here, I did a main beat already on one of those tracks, and what I did after that is I divided each track. So this is the kick, snare. We have like 3 types of snares. I just call it snare, but are the TicTac sounds. And I have like 4 snares actually. I have that paper sound, the plastic sound, the wrapping sound there. One of those sounds I use already for that beat as well. And I have the hi-hats, which is another of the sounds of the tick. So that said, this is what it sounds like, all of those, if I play that. And what I did there was doing a little bit of processing, of course, to those sounds. After that, I just recorded snaps. So snaps like, I just recorded a couple of them, pan that to the left and to the right. Let's hear that along with the drums. Pretty cool. And I also recorded keys, not keys like piano keys. I actually recorded my car keys, and that sounded something like this. But that was too much, so what I ended up doing is I was putting that into a beat, so I sliced a bunch of them. So what I ended up was with this. So it gives it this texture also to the sound, which is pretty cool. And to that sound, I think I only added reverb, I believe. Yeah, there's a reverb there. Actually, a delay. That's a send to a delay. And remember, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. You know the drill. Hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any other videos from us. I just put that together alongside with the 3 synthesizers that we actually created from scratch since last week, which is the bass, a pad, and a pluck. And I'm gonna play those for you right now, just the bass. Here's the pad. Pretty cool. I love that sound that we created last week. And this is the pluck. Pretty cool. So after that, the other part of the challenge was using vocals from Cymatics Pack Euphoria, and I picked one that I think I'm not really sure if I showed you last week, but this is the sample I ended up using.
I could be the one.
And I added a really long and spacey delay sound to that vocal. Like normal, it will sound like this.
I could be the one.
Okay, but if I add actually the delay,
I could be the one.
it's gonna give it that space, which it's what I'm looking actually for this beat. And I actually duplicated that, and I did a few edits there, here and there. With that, I duplicated that 2 times, as you can see here, 1 and 2, with Little Altar Boy, just changing a little bit the tone on the vocals.
I could be the one. I could be the one for you.
Okay, nice and spacey sound there with those vocals. And I also use that vocal and I place it on a sampler track. And this is the sampler track right here. And I use a piece of that vocal to create this cool effect. And what you can see here is automations using loop mesh. This comes with Cubase already. It's just placing a bunch of effects there, here and there, on that effect. It's gonna give it a nice little thing going on actually as a kind of a synth effect using the vocal there. And I also use Groove Agent also with that vocal. And I just wanted to create a more rhythmic thing with the vocals. So for that part on the hook, I use this Groove Agent and I slice a few pieces the same way I did it with TicTac samples. And this has a filter jam, that's an effect, has a CLA on it, R-Box, and Little Altar Boy. This time I'm actually pulling it down, it's giving it that sound. And I'm also using a EQ here with Cubase, just to make it more like a telephone effect. Okay, so that's what it sounds like. And I'm gonna play all of it in context right now, but before that I just want to explain to you the last thing I did for this beat, which is picking just a regular 808 sample, which is this one right here. I'm gonna play it for you. Very basic 808, and I just created here, I just put it on a sampler track. Please make sure to activate this thing, audio warp, That's gonna give you, if I deactivate that, the higher I play, the faster it's gonna play that sound, and that's not what I want. Actually, I wanted to play the whole thing like originally in the original tempo. So if I activate the audio warp, it's gonna be the same tempo on each note. So that's a little tip there for you guys. And I just created an 808, as you can see here. So I use a compressor there, and that compressor sidechain with the kick. So every time the kick hits, that 808 is gonna duck. So we create a more clean mix for that. I'm using decapitator here. I'm using distortion for that 808. I'm using also a little bit of EQ here. With the infinity EQ, and I'm using also limiter at the end just to, you know, keep everything nice and tidy with the volume there. And now all of it in context, because I'm dying to show you what we created here using, guys, a TicTac and a few sounds we recorded. Simple 808 and all the synths that we created from scratch from last week. And here's the result. So enjoy.
I could be the one. I could be the one. I could be the one for you.
Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial today. Hope you got plenty of ideas. And guys, you don't need that many stuff to create awesome music. You can do it with literally anything in your house. You just need a little bit of imagination, and that's it. And until next tutorial, guys, don't stress, do your best, be blessed, forget the rest. See you in the next video.